What's good, y'all? I want to talk to y'all about men not worrying about their choices and women, and to focus on why women choose what they choose. You must remember that just because somebody chooses something or feels something is better, it doesn't mean it's better. And same vice versa. All I know is this. I'm going to choose who I want to choose, regardless of what somebody says. So instead of putting all that energy into telling women who they should choose, now it's okay to talk about it. You know what I mean? To have a better understanding of why people are doing it, doing this or that. But to get into your feelings about it, or to actually even care about it, it don't matter, because they're still going to pick who they pick. And if that's not you, if she's not picking you, then she should not exist to you. Not in a way of like you're gonna be rude to somebody, like you don't like me, fuck you. But you know, don't give her no flirting attention, none of that. Just hide by. You know, if you work with them, talk to them, speak to them, but don't give them no type of special energy, because she's not going to give it to you. And if she does, and she doesn't like you, well, she's doing that so you'll validate her. If that makes sense. If a woman is kind of like flirting with you, but she doesn't really like you, she's just doing that so so she can see what you're gonna reciprocate back to her, because it feels good. But at the end of the day, men gotta focus on success. And I know sometimes as a man, it could be hard to be successful and still be happy with that success without that woman, because not always, but in sometimes, you know, sometimes some instances, like some days you might feel like, damn, got all this success, but you know, a woman's better. And honestly, human beings are better than success, so that's why that feeling comes amongst you sometimes. However, whether you're just trying to get a bunch of sex or you're trying to find that one, all you can do is self-improve yourself. Looks are subjective. That means you're not going to look good to everybody. But that also means you're not going to be ugly to everybody. You could be the most ugliest person on earth to me and to a million people. But there also could be a million people out there that think you look good. Let me ask y'all men something. If women were saying all you like is, if women you're not attracted to at all, say all you like is Barbie dolls, all you want is good looking women, is that gonna change how you feel? Or should you just get with women you're not attracted to? It's not going to happen, is it? So guess what? Women are not going to get with men they aren't attracted to or don't desire, regardless of what you say. It does not matter. That's why you cannot focus on things you cannot change. However, you can change. The things you can change is your greatness and things like that. And the moral of the story is, even if you want to sleep around or you just want that one woman, you want women that really like you. You don't want women that really like him, but they settle for you. You know how many men right now are in relationships with women who have settled for them? You don't want to be that guy, man. So guess what? You can't be emotional about women who don't like you. You just got to accept it. Like, okay, who cares? She probably don't even know why she don't like you. Maybe she does. It don't matter, though. It might be something dumb. A lot of y'all are saying, see, they reject men because of looks. But you will reject women because of looks, right? So if you're saying a woman is foolish or stupid or whatever because she's rejecting men because of looks, what does that make you? See, we gotta worry about why we pick what we pick. Because and even women gotta worry about what they pick, not what men pick. Because ultimately, what you pick is what's going to affect you, not what somebody else picks. What another woman picks, or even another man picks, doesn't affect me. The only thing that affects me is who I pick. And the number one person you should be picking is yourself first. So if women don't like you, it's okay. That don't mean that they right. That don't mean that the guy they like is better than you. You can't control why a woman likes a man, and you can't control your looks. You can't control your private part. Well, actually, you can step your private part up. You know, learn how to F. I don't want to cuss. I'm thinking it's fucking up my video. Oh shit. Oh well, I didn't cuss already. Learn how to fuck. But guess what? Even if a woman does like a guy for looks, and say, well, I ain't gonna say that. Even if a woman does like a guy for looks, that don't mean that guy, he might be a preemie down there or something. See, a lot of y'all, you're not looking, you are blessed, man. You might be blessed in different ways and you're not realizing it. Also, looks are subjective. So you do look good to somebody. Example, I'm not that attracted to Rihanna. But is Rihanna ugly? Nah, she's not. I know she's not. But to me, I'm not attracted to her. That don't mean she's ugly, though. You know what I'm saying? Some men has wives and girlfriends that I don't like, but they like them. That's what matters. It's what they see. It's not what other people see. It's what you see. And I get it. Some women are only going to pick men based off of what other people think, and that's fine. That just goes, and then women will pay for that. In the end, they will regret that and say, damn, I should have really looked at what really mattered and for me, not for what other people thought. And that's what y'all men got to do. You got to pick a woman based off of what matters to you, not what matters to everybody else. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be you with the consequences. I had a friend who had a very, very good looking woman. And now the other woman he got doesn't look as good as that girl. And he basically literally said that. But he said, you see where that got me? In other words, I'm happier with this one. It's about the heart. That's exactly what he said. And does that mean the other one he got is ugly? Nah. I mean, I don't think the girl's ugly, but she just doesn't look as good as the other one. But it don't matter. Because when you take off that makeup and all that shit, all that beauty and all women pretty much even out. For the most part, all women, you could have a 1 and a 10 with the makeup and shit like that, but take that makeup off and all that shit, now all women are more close. That margin of 1 to 10 becomes smaller now. Which means looks, I've made a video on it. Looks are irrelevant. They really are. It's nice to look at and shit like that, but when it comes to how a woman really is going to be toward you, they're irrelevant. That don't mean she's going to suck your shit for 30, 45 minutes because she look good. That don't mean she's going to take care of your kid because she look good. That don't mean that she won't actually think you are the best man in the world. It's not about getting a woman, it's about keeping her. What good is it to get a woman that's going to just go leave me, take a bag, and then divorce rate me and leave or something? What good is this? It means nothing, dog. So you have to look deeper than looks when it comes to females, man. And you can't worry about what they are thinking and why they pick a man. Worry about why you pick a woman. That's what matters. Because that's what's ultimately going to crush your empire. And in some cases, women actually help your empire. Or add to it and build with it. I highly think Jay-Z didn't, I highly think Jay-Z could have got more, what you would call more attractive women than Beyonce. But by Beyonce being who she is altogether, it makes any woman that is slightly attracted to her, it's irrelevant. It really makes her look more beautiful because of her mind and everything else she has to offer. And if you take off the makeup of the so-called slightly more attractive women than Beyonce, then it's really probably some even-ass shit. Like I said, you'll have 1s and 10s. Take away all the makeup from all women, that margin of 1 to 10 becomes smaller. It's not going to change nothing if you tell women, see, you only pick men off of looks. It don't matter. She's still going to do it. And not all women put looks on a pedestal. Can looks get your foot in the door? Yeah, it more than likely will. But you can enhance your looks. And you are a handsome guy. Every last man watching this motherfucking video right now, when I put it on YouTube, no matter how ugly you think you are, or how ugly women think you are, I don't care if 1 billion of them think you ugly. You have the power to enhance your looks. And looks are subjective, so somebody's going to think you're handsome. That's the women you want. If you want to be a player, you want women who want you, who like you and think the world of you. And if you want to be a man that wants that special woman, you got to make sure you got the woman that likes you better than any man. You got to make sure. So why, if a woman's not picking you, then she thinks somebody else is better. By default, as a man, why do you care about that? You shouldn't. She's not for you. And that doesn't mean that when you do get somebody, that don't mean that she's better than them. Let's say she looks better than the woman you get, but the woman you get has everything, and that woman just has looks. It's not better, dog. You just thinking it is. I'm gonna put it to y'all like this, and I'm not trying to be funny. If I grade who has the best sex in my lifetime of people who I slept with, I'm gonna have to say the best looking ones was probably the worst. And I'm not saying, that don't mean that women who look good didn't have good sex too. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the best. Like, okay, she looks slightly better than all the rest that I've messed with. I'm telling you right now, man. So a lot of times y'all are affiliating the woman's looks with the sex, like, man, it'll feel so good to fuck her. But a lot of times, that's not the case. Just like you as a man. Let the women pick the pretty guy. He might not be able to do nothing in bed with the woman. But your woman who picked you, you can knock her fucking rocks off, bro. Who's really winning? The woman who picked the pretty boy, so-called pretty boy, or your woman who still thinks you're a very handsome guy and you got the package and everything to knock her off. That's what I mean. A woman can't see your package. So she neglects you because of your face. Oh, well. Hey, people are blessed in different places. Oh, well. And I don't even want to be a pretty boy. I want to be, I'm a handsome guy, and that's what I want. I don't want to be no pretty ass motherfucker looking like a fucking girl. I don't want that. I'm perfectly happy with who I am. This is why I don't dress up when I go out to work. I got a cut in my damn jacket. Look at this. Dirty coat. I don't care. You know why? Because if a woman really like me, she's not gonna look at that coat, man. She gonna see a hard-working dude, a handsome dude. She's not gonna be like, he got on a, look at his coat and this and that. You don't want that, man. You do not want a woman that you have to impress to make you like you off of shit that's not based off of you. So them women who are rejecting men and liking them strictly off of looks alone, they more than likely are not going to get the man they really want. Because they're not basing it off of who men are. And that's where I come in at as you men worrying about your choice in women. I know it's hard. I'm not saying get with a woman that you're not attracted to. But don't be passing up on a good-looking woman because you think that you could you think you see other women that look a little bit better, and sometimes that's deceiving because of makeup or because you haven't seen them as much. Like the more you see a person, the more you see like they might not look as good as you thought or whatever. Who cares, man? The point is, as men, we cannot worry about what women pick. You want it to be authentic when a woman picks you. You don't want it to be. You don't want a woman to pick you because she settled or because she couldn't get this guy or that guy. That's not what you want. And guess what? If you keep focusing on women who don't want you, by default, you start ignoring women who do want you. By default. Because you're so mad and so pissed off about, oh, they don't want me, so now I don't want anybody. And I get it. And you should be. If people who want you, you don't want them. If you don't want people who want you, you should just fall back. Don't use them up or play them, because now you're dealing with karma. Just fall off. That's what women do. That's exactly what most women do. They use y'all for attention, money, and shit like that because you're really not the one she wants. The one she wants don't want her. But since she can't have him, she can, and she knows y'all want her. So since I can't have the one I want, I'm just going to use all these other guys. And guess what happens to that woman, fellas? Karma. So you don't want to be that guy. If you can't get the women that you want, or all the women that like you don't want, just fall back and focus on success and like yourself. And eventually, if you keep self-improving, there's no way. Let's say you get to become the hood version of Jay-Z. There's no way you're not going to be able to attract women, because you're going to be able to groom yourself up the best way you can to make the best version of yourself. You got money going on. You got a heart. You want to be faithful to one. There's no way you can't lose. So you cannot worry about women who are not meant for you. This is why you see me with this dirty coat. Not because I purposely wear a dirty coat, but because, you know, some men who work at my job, they get all dressed up. Like, motherfucker, you got on a suit about to deliver to a store. Why? Why are they doing this? Because they're trying to attract women. But guess what? If a woman really trying to fuck with you by default, if it's natural, you ain't got to do none of that. These are the women that you want. If you want them back, that's perfect. But you don't want to try to go out your way to make women like you, man. They're going to pick who they pick, man. And you want it to be authentic. You want a woman to pick you authentic. That's why you cannot worry about if she don't like you, man. It don't matter. It's not authentic. She don't like me. She don't like me. I'm going to tell y'all like this. This is my #1 golden rule, dog. Because when you really feel like you the best man in the world, man, looks don't matter. None of that shit. None of that shit. You know what I mean? I can't really help if you feel like you're an ugly person, man. But you got to understand that looks are subjective. So since looks are subjective, by default, you're not an ugly person. You're only ugly to certain people. If looks are subjective, men, right? And you think you're an ugly guy, I feel for you right now, but listen to me. Listen loud and clearly. Looks are subjective, so by default, you can enhance your looks by self-improving, you know, get your money up and become the best looking version of yourself. And guess what? There's going to be, for every million women that don't think you're attractive, there'll be a million women out there that think you are. So you're not ugly. Nobody's ugly because, and nobody is good looking to everybody, and nobody's ugly because they are subjective. It's based off of the opinion of yourself, #1, and #2 is based off of who's looking at you. So when y'all see these women on the pineapple videos rejecting this guy because he don't look good, rejecting that guy, and then y'all men say, well, she's wrong, she's shallow. Remember, you would probably do the same thing. So you can't worry about that. You can't worry about that, man. All you can worry about is women who think you look good and want to try to fuck with you. That's all you can do. And if you don't like them, then don't do nothing. Just self-improve and love yourself. But do not do what women do, which is, I can't have him, so I'm just going to use all these men for their resources shit. Don't do that. Because karma's coming for her. Karma's coming for her. That ride gonna only last for so long, man. And even if that ride lasted forever, karma's just gonna keep coming at her. Because you can't do that in life, man. You can't do people like that, man. I feel like, man, I know I'm an attractive guy, but guess what? I might be attractive to every woman in the world, but there's a problem. See, this is a lot of things. This is what happens sometimes. Yo, I'm ugly, man. She rejected me. I'm ugly. Look, man, I'm pretty sure every woman in the world can say he's not an ugly guy. But guess what? There's a problem with this. And the reason why looks don't always work or why they don't matter all the time. Because there might be a guy that she thinks is better looking than me. You see that? I'm going to repeat that shit one more time. All this, I'm ugly, she don't, man, stop. What Kane saying, Menace Society, you acting like a bitch right about now. Stop that shit, man. You are not ugly. You're only ugly if you feel you ugly. The woman, her opinion, does not matter. It's you. Do you feel like you look good? And I guarantee you, if you groom yourself and get your money right and eat right and try to do all these things, you're going to feel like you're a handsome dude. Now back to what I was saying. It's not, well, first of all, let me say this. It doesn't matter about what the woman thinks. It only matters about the woman who likes you. It matters about what she thinks. Her opinion matters. But a woman who don't like you or something, her opinion don't matter. Because your opinion don't matter to her. But back to what I was saying. I'm pretty damn sure every woman in the world can't look at me and say he's ugly, right? But maybe she likes light-skinned dudes. Maybe she likes white guys and don't like black guys. So by default, I'm basically ugly. Not that I'm really ugly, but the fact that I'm not her type. You could be a real skinny woman, right? Or a bigger woman, right? And it depends on the man's preference. So now women think they ugly because you're not the man's preference. But is she really ugly or is she just not his preference? That's the question. Because all women have beauty. They all do. All they got to do is enhance it. That's #1. You know, work on themselves like a man. Diet, whatever it takes, right? And even then, that don't mean that everybody's going to think that they look better than this one or that one. Them new Chevys, them Impalas, them are some sexy ass cars, dog. But guess what? That Cadillac, you already know. It don't matter how good that Chevy look. I'm still picking that Cadillac. So the moral of the story is this, man. A lot of y'all, you're still going to get rejected by women even if you got all your shit together. So you cannot let that define how you feel about it, or you can't worry about it. You got to stop thinking that a woman rejects you just because it's you. It depends on what the woman prioritizes in men, which AKA means her type. Men, y'all don't want women telling you who you should like, right? If women came up and said, stop liking models and like 600-pound women, y'all men are shallow. What you don't give a flying fuck, do you? No, you don't. You're still going to like supermodels, regardless of what the women say. So why even waste your breath or energy or thought process on what women like? I'll give you this, though. You can study and analyze what women like in men, but as far as what man she likes, who gives a flying fuck if it's not you? She's not for you, dog. You do not want to be with a woman. It's night and day. A woman that, he was my fifth choice. Remember, yeah, I'm going to pick Tawan because he's handsome, but I really wanted that white dude or the light-skinned dude. She still picked me, but guess what? Sexless relationship. She might even be cheating. She really ain't happy with me. Versus, man, I think Tawan's the best in the world. I'm telling you, bitch will suck your whole soul out. Like, damn, I'm tired of fucking. Can y'all get a break? Or can you please wait, ma'am? I'm trying to see if my heart's ready. You know, I'm being honest. And those are the women you want, man. You want a woman to really fuck with you, man. Because if it's a woman that just pick you just because, I'm going to just pick you because I'm lonely, or I'm telling you right now, the moment the one she really like come across, gone. And she's not going to be happy. So this is why I say, this is what I live by. If a woman feels like I don't deserve her, AKA she don't like me, I'm not her type, blah, 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 she don't deserve me. Why the fuck does a woman who really thinks this guy is better than me deserve the best of me? Why? She don't. But I tell you who does. I'll tell you who does deserve the best of y'all, man. The women who actually want to fuck with you, man. Why would you give this off to women who don't? Or why would you even give the energy off to them? Like, why do you care? Who do you like? This, man, stop. It's okay to talk about why people like what they like and what not, but to actually care, I wouldn't care. Bro, listen to me loud and clearly, man. Y'all are letting a lot of women choices in men fuck with your mental way too much. There's nothing you could do about it to change the way she likes, what she likes and why she likes it. Half the time she don't even know why she likes what she likes, but she does, and that's just that. Just like you, as a man, you don't know why you like what you like sometimes. If you're smart, you better analyze it so you can like people for the right reasons. But no matter what a woman say or anybody else say, you're gonna like what you like, and ain't nothing nobody can do about it. So why waste the breath on women, or that woman on Pineapple? And another thing, if that woman on Pineapple or these women on Pineapple rejecting all these men, because of looks or whatever, if they are so great as women, why are they even on Pineapple? Shouldn't they have men banging their door down? It just goes to show you that sometimes looks ain't everything. I'll give you this though. If a woman if a good looking woman adds everything a woman is supposed to do for a man to her arsenal, that's top notch. But if she just feels entitled and all I gotta do is look good and men will bow down, that's no benefit for the men. It's only a benefit for her. So if a good-looking woman is not trying to be beneficial to a man, she's worthless. Her looks mean nothing. And it doesn't mean that her sex is good. Because that's important. Let's keep it real. But y'all not looking at that, man. Y'all are looking strictly looks, and that's it. And I'm not saying get with somebody you're not attracted to, because, I mean, who wants to do that, right? But what I am saying is, don't worry about who they pick, because really it doesn't mean nothing. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you, there's probably thousands of women who won't pick me, who wouldn't pick me because I don't smoke weed or party or something. Does that mean that, oh my God, I'm going to go in the court, I'm mad at y'all women? Nah, that's their stupidity. I can't worry about that. Like I said, you never know why a woman's not picking you or why she's picking that guy. Sometimes they don't even know. So why are you even wasting your breath? Only thing you need to be worried about is why you're picking a woman. That's it. Because at the end of the day, your choice is what affects you, not her choice. You know what I'm saying? Your choice. Even if you was with an ex, or you in a relationship and a woman cheated on you, just leave. Who cares why she picked the other guy? 9 times out of 10, she fucked up. You just think that oh man, he's better than me, man. Man, I'm trying to tell you right now, people think the grass is greener, and they end up, they usually pick wrong. If most people pick right, then you wouldn't see all the chaos and bullshit when it comes to relationships. You would see way more people actually happy and actually with people they wanted to be with. But you see the opposite, don't you? You gotta ask yourself why that is. But again, I understand. Like, as a man, I understand if a woman is saying next pineapple, 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 pineapple. She's not initially attracted to them guys. That don't make her wrong, man. Because you do it as a man. So how does that make her wrong? If that makes her wrong, then you're wrong. That means you should pick a woman that you're not attracted to, because that's what you're telling. That's what you're telling these women. Again, man, I'm gonna leave it at this, man. You want women. If you want to be a player, fine. I don't knock the player, because I want them to listen to my content too, so they can get something out of it. Maybe it'll change the way they think. If you want to be a player, you want women who want you. And if you want to be a dude with one woman, you definitely need a woman that wants you. You cannot pick. You can't be twisting arms and look at me over here. I'm a dancing monkey like me. Nah. The only time you should start trying to impress a woman, and you should do that to keep a woman's attraction, not to gain it. The gaining part should be natural. But once she likes you, yeah, you should put in work. When you like her back, yeah, you gotta do something. But if trust me, the initial attraction is already there with a woman, or it's not. So only do the trying to impress and keep her happy as shit. Only do that shit after the fact. Because if you don't, now you're settling. How are you settling? Because you're with a woman who really don't want you. That's settling. How? Because the sex won't be the same as a woman that wanted you. The love won't be the same as the woman that wanted you. Nothing will be the same as a woman who really wanted you. That's how you're settling. So while you're looking at the looks, oh, she looks better, but which one likes you better? And guess what else happens when you really start to really love a woman? Nobody looks better than her. Because you love that woman. It don't matter. Nobody looks better than the woman that you love. As a man, you could book it. When you really love a woman, no woman looks better than her. It don't matter. To the outside looking in, wait a minute, why is he with her? She's ugly. It don't matter. Like my dude that I told y'all about. His ex looked way better than the one he with. But he happy as hell with that one. I bet he don't feel that way no more. I bet he don't feel that way no more. Because that's what happens when you pick people off of what you should pick them off of. And guess what? He's still attracted to the one he picked. It just so happened the other one looks better from the outside looking in. But I guarantee you, now that he really love her, that woman don't look better. No woman looks better than the woman you in love with. They just don't. Like literally from the eye, like, okay, she looks better, but who gives a fuck? You don't care. So therefore they don't look better. So that's all I'm saying, man. I'm out of here, man. y'all worried about what women pick. Don't worry about that. You can't control that. Only thing you should only worry about if a woman fuck with you when she's fucking with you. Not if she don't. She should be irrelevant because you're irrelevant. You know what I mean? And this is why a lot of y'all get used by them, man. Because you're worried about who they picking and all this and all that. Man, she'll let you know if she like you, and if she don't, then she likes somebody else better. But don't get butthurt over it. That don't mean that you're not a great dude. You could be. You act in a lot of cases. You're probably better than her choice. It's just that you're not her type. Which goes into play of why women can say, well, I don't care about a man's money and this and that and this. Because what they're really saying is they do care about a man's money for real. But the thing is, when they say this, they're saying that if I like him better than you, he doesn't have to have as much money as you. I don't like you. You see what I mean? Just like a man, okay, the model she's worth $500,000, and this other girl, the guy's not attracted to her at all, she's worth millions. He's not gonna give a fuck. He's probably gonna pick that model still. You see what I'm saying? You can't worry about what they pick, man. And like I said before, you know, I'm pretty damn sure no woman could look at me and say he's ugly, but they can look at me and say, I think I like another guy better than him. I think other guys are better looking than him. So by default, that makes me ugly, even though I'm not ugly. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that they don't think they think I'm ugly. It's just the fact that I'm not what they like. I'm not their first choice. And if you men keep playing around and try to convince women to like you that when you're not their first choice, I'm telling you, it's bad. You don't want that. You want the experience of a woman who really fuck with you. It's not even close. And the women should really do this too. But the problem is they probably try to do it, but they don't like the guys back. So in the end, they like, fuck it, I'll just settle. Especially if you have unrealistic standards of somebody who don't even exist. You know what I mean? Yeah, good luck. If you base everything off of looks, good luck, because you're always going to be able to find somebody who might look slightly better or slightly different in areas. It's a never-ending search. So if that's what they want to do, they should do that, or let them do it. But that don't mean as a man you do it. Remember, make sure you're paying attention to how you choose a woman. Who gives a fuck how she chooses a man? If it ain't you, who gives a fuck? You need to worry about why you choose a woman and how you should choose a woman. And why she's choosing you. Do you want a woman to pick you, settle for you, but she really wanted the other guy? That's like you picking a 1,000-pound woman, but you really wanted the supermodel. You're not going to be happy, and in the end, neither will she, because you're not going to give her what she deserves. It don't matter if a person ugly or not, or 1,000 pounds or not. They still deserve to be happy with the one who really likes them the most. You see what I'm saying? So it's settling. It's settling. It's settling when you are trying to get with women who don't like you. She knows if she likes you, she's going to let you know. If you that one, like, man, I like this one. I like him more than I can't get past nobody else. I mean, I can't get past him. You're going to know. And if you don't want to deal with women who are feeling like that, you're settling. Because again, you're the 1,000-pound woman. You're not the Chad or Tyrone she wanted. But guess what though? Well, let me back up. You're settling and she's settling. Because she's really not happy with you. Just like an ex who cheats or something and they come back and shit, they don't want you. They just there, man. And y'all know that feeling, right? But guess what? And we're back to what I was saying. You're the 1,000-pound woman to that woman. You're not the Chad or Tyrone, but guess what, dog? You are a Chad or Tyrone to a woman. There's a lot of women out here that you're a Chad or Tyrone to. Why are you worried about this one? Who don't give a fuck about you. She don't care about you. And women watching need to pick this same shit up. If they don't care about you, why worry about them? Men, you're not going to change how women pick. They're going to pick what they pick. It don't matter if you cry till you're fucking blue in the face. Because guess what? It's not going to matter if she cries till she's blue in the face saying, why do men want a supermodel over a 1,000-pound woman? It's not going to change nothing. I'm out this bitch, man.